I just remember him like picking up this kid who was a bully and like just picked him up and just tossed him down the hall. And that kind of like, yeah, that was a nice moment.
Damn. And then they bullied that kid for being dead. No pulse, no pulse. All right, another one for you parents.
God damn it! Can I not be a parent for once? I'm so over it.
Hey, Gio, being a parent is a 24/7 job.
Damn it. You're so annoying.
Speak your truth.
She gets it. She gets it.
Speak your truth, Daddy Dunn. Daddy Dunn.
You're so annoying.
It's a 24/7 job.
Where are your kids right now?
With my wife.
Tell her also that it's
course.
thankless. Tell her it's a thankless job too.
I'll find a way to squeeze it in later.
All right, so let me know what you think of this new idea. Okay, there's a Brazilian state that is the first place ever to issue free plastic surgery to kids who are being bullied for physical features.
No, absolutely not. Fuck out of here.
Parent number 2.
I think it's totally ethical. I think doing plastic surgery to kids is probably the best time to do it.
So it's not. So keep in mind, this isn't like. This isn't plastic surgery like the kind that we are seeing our peers get. This is like a very like if a kid is born with something weird.
Oh damn it! You fucking asshole! You fucking asshole! How do you set me up like that?
That was gonna be my question too. I was like,
No, it's like if a kid is born with like some kind of funny thing on their head and they get made fun of. So it's things like that.
What's a funny thing on
yeah,
that?
way to make me sound like a dick. Then yeah, I'm for it.
But that's like more like a corrective surgery. It's not really like.
yeah, it's not
But
cosmetic.
still a
It's
little
still
bit
plastic
cosmetic.
surgery. Like, yeah.
What if a kid has like, because of genetics, they have like really thin lips and they need to get like a lip filler?
Genetics.
Well, good
Okay,
thing they're
wait.
in Brazil. And they're just like,
So
like what if, Ryan? Just come on, hear me out.
Do you still want to beat me up?
Like, holy shit.
Well, no, you know what you
like,
do.
no, I want to kiss you.
Your stance does have a point because most people have your opinion because they don't believe that is the answer to bullying.
I don't think it is.
Because if you're being bullied and you fix the thing,
You're still gonna get bullied.
the bully in me doesn't stop bullying that kid.
No. Yeah.
It gets worse. It's like a
Well, okay, so if whatever features or deformity or whatever they have, it's not interrupting with their quality of life, like the actual quality of life. Like I don't care about the bullying or whatever because
Yeah.
we've all been bullied. We're all gonna get bullied. That's just what happens.
It happens.
Then I wouldn't be for it.
Okay.
But if it's one of those things where they have like a fetus hanging
Or like a
off of them
cleft
or
palate.
something,
A cleft palate thing.
You think they should keep it? You don't think they should get it changed if they have like a fetus?
if it's messing with their life, right? Like they can't get on roller coasters or something. I don't know.
Get on
I can't say.
That
The number one issue for kids.
Ride Viper, look at him.
It's not fun.
What about like, I mean, psychologically as a kid, like the kids are so impressionable and
Yeah.
they are, you know, observant of what other kids look like. So it's like, yes, it's to the bullying aspect, but also like if it makes the kid feel more included because they look more normal.
But then wouldn't you want to teach them?
No, totally. That yes, but also like, do you also want your child to have like the same opportunities in the way that they would be treated? You know, unfortunately with the society and how people usually think.
Yeah, for sure. So I was born.
What's so high?
Well, wait. Do you have to pee?
No, I just have a question.
Oh, so I was born with 3 teeth, right? Like 3 front teeth.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So when I was like 7, I think there might even be a picture in there. Or I'm not sure if it has it. So it's 3 front teeth. And you know,
Go to Brazil, 3 They're giving out free surgeries.
So yeah,
I'm still trying to heal, you fucking dick.
you were born with 3?
Yeah, so I was born with 3 teeth. With 3?
Oh, sorry.
So I think when I was like 5 or 7 or something, they pulled it out, right? So because they pulled it out, that middle one, I had gap teeth. Okay.
Doesn't even matter what she has.
You can't win.
And then I straightened them out. You straightened them out.
With braces? Like
Yeah, so then
eventually?
I remember my mom saying like, yeah, you should get braces because then, yeah, she was kind of like going down the path of saying like, yeah, man,
She's
like
looking out
everything
for
is
you.
in a smile, you know? So she's like, yeah, you should probably get braces. And I wasn't even thinking braces until she was like, yeah, like you should have great teeth.
Braces is cosmetic.
It is.
the
It's all
same thing.
cosmetic.
So it's, you know, it's still under kind of like the same tier.
100%. So I
What
remember
about if it
her
was
saying that.
veneers? is that overkill for like a kid?
That kid's got some white teeth.
Because if we're talking plastic surgery, let's say like he needs it now. He needs good teeth this year.
He has adult-sized teeth.
And they shave his teeth down. They put like veneers. Is that is that going too far for a kid? Do you think?
For me, I would say yes. That is going too far.
Because it's unnecessary. Like,
Also, what if the
you're
kid hasn't lost all of his teeth yet? But that veneer's just gonna come out.
Have you seen what that
Update the
looks
veneer.
like?
Yeah, it looks
Have
crazy.
you seen that skull with the teeth on top of the teeth?
Yeah.
I can't believe we look like that.
It's not ideal. The dentist always
Pretty
says
hot.
not to do it unless you absolutely have to.
Right, it's like a must-do
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Did you say a kid with teeth on top of it's hot?
No, I said he was gonna be. I said
Explain yourself.
in the future. In the future.
What was your burning question?
He said it's hot.
Yeah, what was your question, Nick? What was your question?
I couldn't let it go.
It was in reference to when Kalyne was talking, and I was gonna ask you, were you bullied a lot growing up?
Was I bullied? Yeah. Yeah.
Because I want to figure out what her pain points are, so I can press on them a little bit more.
Well, now that I know that that's your angle, I'm not gonna tell
No,
you.
but were you?
Huh?
Were you bullied a lot?
Yeah, I was.
What would kids bully you about?
They bullied me for being like super pale. They bullied me for being shy. They bullied me, both my brother and I.
Really?
Yeah. And then when it got to high school, like my brother actually started fighting and like bodybuilding and stuff like that. I just remember him like picking up this kid who was a bully and I just picked him up and just tossed him down the hall. And that kind of like, yeah, that was a nice moment.
Damn. And then they bullied that kid for being
You went
dead.
to
No pulse, no pulse.
Who am I? Who am I? You weren't supposed to tell him. He's gonna use it against you.
No, it's okay. I mean,
Well, I can't use those things on you now.
That's right.
I know, those are cool qualities now.
I can't say you're shy or something.
I'm so shy.
Just not as good, you know?
Something that's more effective than letting your kid change the way they look because they're being bullied is just teaching them how to handle bullies, like mentally, instead of going, oh, you should fix yourself to counteract the bullies.
But remember those kids
Interesting.
in school, that is great. And I remembered those kids in school, but they got bullied for being so fucking weird and like having that shield. Like they were just so weird because they were like acting like adults.
No, I think he's talking about like actual handling of bullies.
Yeah. Like how to deal with it when you're being bullied, like mentally. Like how can you think differently to where that bullying completely doesn't even affect you anymore because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying.
Like, so some of the best roast comedians I know was because they got roasted.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the tools, but once they knew how to dish it back,
Like that.
the bullies are like, oh shit.
So now you're bullying the bullies, so the bully never stopped.
No,
They end
you're
up
playing a
getting that
psychological.
skill in their adult
Yeah.
years. I don't think kids ever fully master that. So
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
like
You're just teaching them to think differently and how to handle the bullies differently instead of fixing something about your look to go.
So how would you teach
to stop? I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
Well, because I know that what my dad taught me was he said if anyone ever messes with you, like don't do it back to them because then it makes you become them. So for me, I would just either if I get bullied, I would just either tell an adult or do something.
You're a tattletale, bro?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Tattletale? You tattletale?
Yes. No, but it's either that or another thing that he would teach is like, okay, you gotta think about why they're bullying you in the first place. Maybe something's wrong with them in their family, in their household. So
And that's really mature though.
That is.
you build empathy towards the person bullying you, and you're just like, oh man, I kind of feel a little sad instead of like, oh man, they're really picking on me. Because you don't want to ever feel like you're the problem and they're bullying you because of your own problem. So you have to think in a way where like, no, you're totally fine. Like you tell your kid, hey, it's not you. There's nothing wrong with you. They're just going through.
And then at your age, you received that info and processed it.
Right.
That's pretty crazy.
Kane was doing mushrooms back then.
he was definitely the exception.
But the thing is, you don't really get bullied until what, elementary, middle school, because that's when I started getting bullied.
What were you getting bullied for?
I was bullied out the womb.
Same, bro.
Just being
I had
small.
siblings.
Yeah, exactly.
Being small, being different because I was like the only Asian kid, like stuff like that. But
Garden Grove?
no, I went to Gardena actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, like I knew they were bullying me about stuff that I couldn't change about myself. Like I can't just
Your size, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm.
That's so mature though. It really is.
Yeah, and what I learned was like, dude, these kids are just stupid. They're just saying dumb shit that they don't even realize how it's affecting other people. So I'm just like, you
That
know
is the
what?
most mature
Like,
thing.
Just
For a child.
just bully me, but just know that it's gonna go in one ear, out the other. And if it's like physical,
That was a nice dance move you just did though.
Yeah, you didn't have to get all fucking.
because like, because once a kid starts like punching you and beating you up, you don't fight back because then you're in the wrong too.
Yeah,
That's what
legally.
Excuse me?
I think you gotta throw those hands back.
No,
Yeah,
because
I don't know. I'm
because,
throwing
like,
hands back.
Because they were like big believers of like if you hurt them, it's like the same thing kind of. You're also you're solving violence with more violence, and that's kind of like the bigger lesson.
So they
That's
tell you
how
to
you-
always
Instead it's just
exit
like-
the situation.
So like, teacher, this guy just straight up hit me right now. But luckily, that's never happened to where I had to like tell, whatever. I never gotten like physically beat up.
Oh, that's good though,
Yeah.
because it could have been.
When I was a kid, I was brutally bullied by a bunch of girls growing up.
Brutally.
Sisters?
Them too.
Why is it brutally?
Because like I was like 4th, 5th grade, and they would like chase me around school like
What
during
the
recess,
fuck?
and they'd be like Dumbo, and they would just like chase me around, and I would come home like crying and shit, right? And they pull their ears, and I'd be like I'd just be like running, and they'd be chasing by girls, bro. I got bullied by girls,
They liked you, bro.
maybe, probably not. So I would go home, and then I would tell my mom, and I'd be crying about it, and she would just tell. This is what she would tell me. She's like, "They're stupid. They're dumb. They're just jealous. They're just jealous." So then the next day I'd be like,
Jealous of
"Yeah," and I would be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are jealous," and then they'd look at me and go, and they would start laughing, and then I was like, I feel so empowered. I feel so ready to take on the world. And then
What made them stop?
I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't remember. But I was getting bullied by like fucking everybody. I was getting bullied for being Chinese. That was a good one. And then
Do you think it would have helped if you got ear surgery and your major ear smaller?
no. Okay, yeah, that was my point.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
it taught me like, and I would get bullied through middle school too, and I would like try to fight back.
Yeah.
And then I realized like that wasn't really that helpful either, because everyone was like, this guy just like mad all the time. Like nobody, like everyone was like, this guy is weird.
It is funny, like when you bully someone and they get mad, that's part of the funniness.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're kind of playing into it.
And then in high school, I learned to
Are you gonna
like,
get mad?
Yeah.
I learned how to be funny and crack jokes back.
That's the best.
And then
That's the best.
and then it was like fine. Because I think a lot of times when people like true bullies, they're just looking for easy targets.
For sure.
So as long as you're not an easy target
Yeah.
and you just have something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta teach your kid how to react to like these.
So you should bully them first.
No,
Oh, come on, Ken. What do I do?
no, you don't bully them.
So you learn how to
What do you
weaponize
learn?
features.
So how different do you think your life would be if they fixed your ears at like 4th grade?
I think I'd be a total wuss, dude.
You think so?
I'd be even more of a wuss than I am now. 100%.
No thick skin.
Yeah, like I think I learned how to. I developed a lot thicker skin, and I learned how to, like, just not take things so seriously.
Yeah.
But it took a while, but I'm glad I did it that way.
Because when they're kids and you're teaching them to fix their issues, and you're telling your kid you are an issue.
Yeah.
You know.
Honestly, that's a good point.
But if the kid wants lip filler, give him lip filler.
They know what they want. They know.
You don't
what
want your folds here.
Okay, excuse me.
You want your brows here. You want it to be smooth.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, me too.